I promise this is the last video. Oh my god, you're like, how long has it? 30 seconds, not even. I literally just got up and hit the record button, hit it again, and sat back down. I've been doing that for all of these videos. I don't want to talk about those lists anymore, they're boring. What I want to talk about is doing multiple spells at once. Add in a ritual or two. Have you ever had one of those nights? I don't know if you practice witchcraft at night. I mostly find doing the craft at night is better than doing it during the day because at night things are quiet. Things are relaxed. The glow of the candlelights is relaxing. A lot of my sitting at the altar stuff that I do with you guys is done at night. Some of it's done during the day, but most of it's done at night because it's quiet, it's peaceful. You don't have all of this energy. It's like the world just calms the fuck down after about 10 o'clock at night. At least in my part of the universe, maybe not in yours. But I'm sure there's been people out there who's like, oh, I need to do a money spell tonight, and then like 20 minutes after that, they're like, oh, I need to do a love spell, and 20 minutes after that, they're like, oh, I need to do this, and I need to do that, and I need to throw in a ritual. Don't. Your intentions are gonna be all over the fucking place. It's one thing to do a money spell followed by a love spell, but it's another thing to do a money spell followed by a love spell followed by a curse followed by this followed by that, because you're just spreading yourself thin at that point. We are battery packs with a finite amount of energy in us, okay? Just like how you can't work 48 hours straight at a construction site, non-stop, constantly going, lifting heavy things, no breaks, nothing. It's the same thing with witchcraft or any other task. You need to pace yourself. You need to relax. Take your time. You can still do that love spell tomorrow. You can still do that money spell tonight. You can still do that ritual on Wednesday. You don't have to do it now. Well, I have paying clients. And paying clients, I don't give a fuck what you've got. You expend too much of your energy and you're gonna lead yourself into some mental health issues. Ever felt depressed after doing multiple spells, multiple rituals, multiple workings in one night? Ever felt miserable, depleted, completely out of energy the next day? Felt like you didn't want to sit at your altar for like the next week? Most of you probably live in cities and in apartments in the middle of those cities where there's barely any trees around. And you don't drive, perhaps. So it might be difficult for you to get to nature, like actual nature. Lots of trees, no buildings, no roads, paths made of dirt. Remember those? Maybe you live really close to one of those, and maybe you live on the other side of one of those. Maybe you live right beside an ocean. The point that I'm getting to is that the way a lot of us witches recharge our batteries is by being out in nature. Some form of nature that is relatively peaceful and quiet, where we can just hear the trees, the birds, the grass, where we can listen to the sound of the river or the creek or the lake or whatever, and we can just relax and just allow us to bathe in the forest or the sea, the energy of it, not necessarily like physically bathing in it, but you fucking do whatever you want. And you're just recharging your batteries. I find it easier to do one spell one night and then the second spell the next night. Especially if I need to do something like a booster spell, right? Like you won't know if you need to do a booster spell when you've just lit the candle. You'll know maybe a quarter of the way in or halfway down if you need to do a booster spell, or maybe you'll realize that the candle is just utter shit and it's not going to burn properly, and it's not you, it's not your intentions, it's not your craft. That's the other thing is that people need to realize, is that sometimes people will do the same spell 55 fucking thousand times because the candle didn't burn a certain way. Ever got one of those glass jar candles and you're burning it and the wick is really small and you're running to the internet and you're like, oh my god, my bill's not working? Did you ever maybe think that it's the fucking candle and not you? No? I don't know how to help you then. I really don't. And I don't think I want to. I think I want you to get off my channel and go far, far away. You're hurting my feelings. I'm hurting yours? Good. So, the point that I'm getting to is don't burn yourself out. Don't exhaust your finite energy that you can recharge by going to nature. And you might be thinking, well, I'll just do 20 spells tonight and go for a really long walk, and then it doesn't work that way. It's gonna take a while for you to build that energy back up. And maybe you're the type of person who just has an infinite amount of energy. I don't fucking know who you are. But most of us are old, ancient, and our bones creak when we fucking move. So as a result, pace yourself. There's no need for you to be doing 20 spells a night anyways. If you need to be doing 20 spells a night, then you need to seriously step back and have a long, hard think about what the fuck am I doing? Right? I've done this a few times. I've even had, Solitary Luna be like, you need to step back and take a long fucking hard look in the mirror. Like, why are you doing 60,000 fucking money spells? Like, calm the fuck down already. Right? You gotta let that shit play out. You gotta let that shit work itself out. And if you don't let it work itself out, then you end up running to your Solitary Luna, who slaps you across the face with reality. Okay? It's fun. Try it. Anyways, I hope you got something out of this video, and I think this might be the end of all of my videos. For now, I'll see you in the fall. You're like, it's September by the time we're watching this, isn't it? It probably is. Which means the fall isn't far away. Which means I should get off my ass and start recording more videos. But at the moment in time, it is still July. So eat my pussy.